Sometimes the smallest of stories give us an indication into bigger things that are happening when it comes to politicians. And now, despite the fact that he said this over and over and over again during the election campaign,
more transparency and accountability.
And the fifth and really important point is transparency and accountability. We have a plan for improved transparency. I'm not Scott Morrison. I don't run away from press conferences, okay?
it turns out Albo wants to keep secrets just like everyone else who's ever been powerful in Canberra. The Financial Review, along with other media organisations, has been trying to get access to the Prime Minister's diary. Put simply, who is he meeting every day? Now, obviously it will be uncontroversial, despite the fact that probably some will be outraged that he's even meeting with members of the mining community, but still, it's good to know. We should know who our Prime Minister is meeting, and we should almost know it in real time. The reality is this is not hard information to produce. Nobody's sitting around with a quill and an inkwell. This is a couple of strokes of a computer and we could get it right. Well, no. In fact, I want to take you back to the reporting of the Financial Review in November of last year, where they said that the Prime Minister's senior legal advisor, who acts as his delegate, said releasing the diary would, quote, unreasonably divert staff resources and also unreasonably interfere with Mr Albanese's job. Yeah, the people around the Prime Minister are claiming that Albo can't do his job if we know who he's meeting with. I repeat, nobody is sitting around and writing this in slate. It is on a computer. It is print, hand over, copy, send. It ain't hard. Unless, of course, you're trying to hide something. Now remember, this is not an area that is up to the Prime Minister to decide whether or not this remains secret. In fact, George Brandis, the former Attorney General in the previous government, he tried to deny the Labor Party access to his diary for more than 200 days. It eventually went to court, and this is what the Justice said, making it very clear that these diaries are everyone's property. I consider that there is a significant public interest in knowing the outline of the daily activities of elected representatives. And if it's not, it will unreasonably interfere in the Prime Minister's job. They're now making it cost prohibitive to even ask to see the diary. Former South Australian Senator Rex Patrick knows how the system works. He worked as a staffer for Nick Xenophon and then, of course, was a senator for many years in his own right. Well, he has asked to see the Prime Minister's diary, but he got told that that request will cost $1,344. Now, I don't know if Rex Patrick can pay it, needs to crowdfund it, or wants to pay it. But when you put a financial mark on access to public information, you are deliberately making it difficult for certain people to be able to get any access whatsoever, any access to the highest office in the land. Interestingly, there's somebody who makes a very good point about how open politicians' diaries should be. It's the now Attorney General, when he was throwing it at the previous government. Mark Dreyfus said, Australians have a right to know what senior government ministers are doing with their time and who they're meeting with and who they're being lobbied by. Good point, Mark. Now go down the corner and tell the Prime Minister we need to see his diary.